Salut mes amis, je suis Sketchy Hugh, and today's video I'm going to talk about how fan art may hinder your improvement or prevent you from improving your art. Now, I went through various fan phases, let's call them that, with my first being my Super Mario phase, which happened around 5th grade, 5th grade, and I just non-stop drew Mario, and I was obsessed with one of the villains too, Kamek, the Magic Koopa, but that's all I would draw, and I got pretty decent at drawing that, mainly because I drew from reference, but I also got good at drawing them without reference. And so I also did draw things that were Mario characters, but those pictures were hot garbage. And so I kept drawing that. I barely worked on how to draw my people, and so they looked really weird. And yes, I was in 5th grade at the time, so it was gonna look bad either way, because I was a 5th grader. But it just prevented me from branching out and drawing other things, because that's all I drew, and that's gonna be the same situation with the other fandoms that I was in. Now, I'm gonna pull up some pictures, some comparison pictures from that time when I was in that phase. Now, as you can see, with this picture I did of Mario from reference, it's not that bad. It's pretty decent for a 5th grader. And then there's this picture with its very bad anatomy. I don't know what's going on in this picture. Those hands, mega oof. And so, after that fandom, I got into... I'm trying to remember which fandom. Okay, so I got into... I don't remember which came first, because I got into these fandoms around the same time, but I believe I got into the My Little Pony fandom first. And that fandom's gonna last a good while. And so I got into the My Little Pony fandom, and that's all I drew. I didn't draw people, but I drew them like from time to time, just like, oh, this is what my ponies would look like as a person. Yay, cute! And at this time, when I just began, this is what my ponies look like. Again, they're bleh, because I just started. But compared to my people, they don't look that bad. And this was also when I was going through my anime art style phase, because I believe a lot of artists, not all artists, but a lot of artists who are Gen Z artists like me, and maybe some millennials, went through that anime manga phase where that's all they drew. And if you stick to that style nowadays, cool, good for you. But that's not what I ended up doing. And so I drew nothing but My Little Pony. I kept doing that. And then, a little bit after I got into My Little Pony, FNAF came out. And when FNAF first came out, I was all into it. I was just like, oh my gosh, animatronics that come and kill you. And if any of you don't know, FNAF is Five Nights at Freddy's. And now, so then I started drawing that, mixed with My Little Pony. I have some pictures on that I'll put up on the screen. Boop, boop, boop. And I did draw a couple people, but I mostly drew the animatronics. Or the animatronics as ponies, sticking to the pony theme. And I did that for a while. And also at that time, I did have a small little creepypasta fandom phase, but I barely drew anything along with that. I was just into the stories, and I drew mostly just Slender Man. And if I find a picture of that art, I'll put it up on the screen. And so back to my FNAF phase, I drew that for a good while, and then I went right back to My Little Pony. And I just kept drawing My Little Pony and My Little Pony all the way up until last year, 2017. I stopped after January of 2018. And this art on the screen actually is a redraw from last year when I was having my little Still My Pony phase. And I still drew them, but I was working on my people more. I still don't like that art style, but that's me. But my ponies, even in 2016 was where I was in the fandom like an all-time high, because that's when Vine still existed, and I had a My Little Pony Vine account, and I was big on that. And then I just faded out of the fandom, and I went to work on my own art, and just do what I feel like wanting to do. Work on my characters, write them, not focusing on the fandom thing. And as I did that, I actually started improving, and I started making my cartoony style that I have today. Just developing it without constantly drawing the same thing. I'm not saying being in a fandom just makes you not good at art. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you stick to drawing the same thing over again and you don't branch out to drawing other things, you're not going to learn. And as of right now, I'm learning how to draw other animals because I don't know how to do that. But yeah, so just branch out and just try drawing new things that you haven't drawn before. And if you suck at it or you think you're bad, just keep doing it, because the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. Same with other things like music or writing stories. I used to write stories all the time. I still do, but my stories back then were really bad. But now I've gotten better. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I've improved. And yes, so I hope you enjoyed my talk, and our opinions may differ, but that's how life works. Hope you enjoy my video. Subscribble if you like my stuff. Goodbye!